Gary, we're going to be heading back to a former club of yours on New Year's Day to face Millwall away. Before we get to that, just a quick reflection on your first 2 games in charge at home, 2 victories as well. I'm sure you've had a chance to now reflect properly on those games now. How pleased have you been with the start so far to your managerial career here?
Yeah, really pleased. I think pleased, first and foremost, you hope that the players can action some of the things we're asking them to do. You're hoping they buy into what we're asking them to do, and hoping you can obviously get results at an important time of the season with the 2 home games with teams around us. But you hope that we can go and perform. So, and I think that predominantly in both of the games in different ways. I think there was a nice build in terms of quality from the first game to the second game, but we did a lot of good things in the first game as well, and 2 positive results. 6 points out of 2 games. I think the fans getting behind the team and being, hopefully excited about what's to come. So yeah, it's a good start. It's a really good start. I think the challenge with the Championship, of course, for someone like me that's been in it a while, is that you just can't afford to get too high with anything. So you first, as soon as the game finishes, you're thinking about the next game, and the trip to Millwall, particularly around this time of the year when the games come thick and fast.
Yeah, the games do come thick and fast, and you've not really been blessed with much time on the training pitch since you've come in, particularly now in this little window before the game against Millwall. Like, what are you doing with the boys during this time to try and get your imprint across, but also make sure they're game ready?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of a few things. I mean, again, like I said before, when I come in, it's quite clear what we need to do. So it's really sharing that with the players, and then it's going and doing the work on the training pitch. But again, half an hour here, half an hour there. That's kind of what you're trying to do, rather than some of the training sessions you'd normally do. Again, most of it has been sort of shape and team play and messages and making sure that we get what we need to do into the team, which can create a challenge because it means that some of the players that are maybe not in the team haven't got many sessions or the types of sessions where they can really impress. But they've been incredibly diligent so far, and then of course you're then trying to follow that up with not just the team meetings but some individual meetings as well and little unit meetings just to try and get information into the players. But sometimes I think you can give too much information to players initially, and I think it's about trying to find that right balance so that they can go out there, know what's expected, but also have that freedom to play and enjoy themselves as well, and hopefully they've done that.
I suppose that's one of the challenges when you come in. First 2 games, named the same starting 11. There's a fit and healthy squad here as well. So when you do come in, how do you make sure that with those guys that maybe haven't got the minutes yet, that they are still sharp in the training, and when they get their opportunity, they're ready?
Yeah, just picking and choosing. I mean, the lads are good here. The staff are excellent. So, for example, today, we do a little bit of shape and a bit of team play, and the ones that perhaps are not starting, then they maybe do a little bit extra because you're just trying to find those moments to make sure they're ready as well, and you're trying to find the balance between preparing the team, making sure the team know exactly what's expected from a tactical perspective and those details, but also it's making sure the other players have got a chance. So I think as a sort of squad, people are going to have to be patient. As a squad, people are going to have to sort of get through this period for it to then settle down, for them to have a proper chance. But ultimately, if you're winning games, then it certainly makes that a little bit easier to manage.
Going back to the Den, I'm sure you didn't expect you'd be going back there as quickly as you are now with being here at Oxford United. Bringing back good memories of going back there?
Yeah, absolutely. I had 4 tremendous years there. Sometimes you can only talk about how you find a club. Really unique fan base. I mean, a really unique club, but so many positives. So many good games, so many highlights. A few sort of tough times, but again, that's when you've been at a place a long time. 4 years. I think finishing 11th was the lowest we finished. I think every other season was inside the top 10. So yeah, a lot of friends there, a lot of good relationships, and I said before, a good relationship with the owner, a good relationship with the fan base. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. I did have a wry smile and wondered if the footballing gods had played a trick on me by putting Millwall away as the 3rd game in. But of course, you can never choose your fixtures. It'll be a tough game. I know exactly what it's like down there. But like I said, I'm looking forward to going back. I appreciate that Sometimes when the games start, the fans aren't always maybe as kind to the opposition manager, regardless of whether you've managed them for 4 years. But yeah, certainly got a lot of love for that place. But I'm Oxford United manager, and of course we're going there to try and get a result.
Yeah, you will know all about Millwall and most of the players there and style of play. However, there is a new manager in charge as well, and Alex Neil. Does that change anything at all going into the game?
Yeah, I think it changes everything, but unfortunately you don't know what it changes. And I think there's that always unknown when you look at the team. And of course the players are not necessarily going to change massively, but the style of play, some of Alex's ideas. He's an experienced manager I've crossed paths with on many occasions, and he's a very astute manager tactically as well. So yeah, we'll expect a few tweaks. It might be the type of game where you have to accept that all the information you give the players might not be as accurate as you'd like it to be, but you've got to prepare for the game, and he's going to be in a similar position to I was originally, where not loads of time to work with a team, not loads of ability to change too much. But yeah, down there you know what it's going to be about. It's an intense game, it's an intense atmosphere, and we've got to be ready to put that away performance in that we've been looking for a while. Yes,
and that's the challenge now for us. We've had 2 strong performances and results at home. We now need to go away.
Yeah, I said that to the players afterwards. I said, look, two home games, fantastic. There were 2 games that in some ways I expected us to win. I mean, that's a little bit greedy because obviously the run that the team had been on before, but I kind of expected us to win. I think we'll learn a little bit more about the team over the next 2 games, starting at Millwall. So, we either go there with the same mentality and we're able to play a similar way, or being away from home affects us in a different way. And they're the things I've got to learn and got to try and find the right solution. But certainly we're going there in confident mood. Certainly we're going there knowing what we've got to try and do. Going to Millwall and actually doing it is a very big challenge. So, yeah, we'll look forward to trying.
Perfect, Gary. Thank you very much.
Fabulous.